Hi, my name's Troy Lambert. I'm a freelance writer, author, and editor, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things you need to be a successful author. First, you need a solid motive. The truth is, there'll be hard days as a writer, and if you can quit, you probably will. There's a lot more to making a living in this game than just writing books, and you need to embrace all of it. If you're not motivated and don't fully understand your why, there are way too many reasons to do something else. A friend of mine started writing full time, and he called me and asked, "How do you keep doing this? At least a couple of weeks a year, I consider quitting and just getting a job." And I looked at him and I laughed and I said, 2 weeks a year? Wow. I think about quitting writing and going to get a job at least once a month, sometimes more often. 2 weeks a year is actually pretty good. You'll always have doubts or reasons to quit. Your reason to keep going must be stronger than those things. Number 2, you need to set your definition for success. Success is so subjective, and if you're thinking of Stephen King or Lee Child's success, you might want to think again. That could happen, but you're much more likely to be a mid-list author making a living, or even still working a part-time job while pursuing your writing dream, than you are to suddenly wake up and find yourself a million bestseller with no more worries about money. You can think of success as a money number, the number of books published or sold, or something along that line. But be realistic and determine what making a living means to you. If you want a large apartment on the Upper West Side in New York City, you might have to rethink that. But if you're comfortable in a reasonable sized house or apartment, don't mind driving a used car, and can keep from going out to eat at 5-star restaurants all the time, well, then you may have an actual shot at this. Number 3, you need realistic goals, both short term and long term. It's not enough to say, I want to publish 2 books this year, or I want to finally find an agent this year. You need more specific goals that you can control. You may want to write every day, meet a word count every week, take classes to improve your business or your craft, or attend a writing conference or two. You may be able to do those things, but you cannot control whether a publisher or agent accepts your work, or when and how it will be published, and more. Control the outcome is one of the many reasons people choose to indie publish, but that comes with a whole host of responsibilities, so be sure you're ready for those. Number 4, you need an education. Most of the time, this does not mean college. Well, college isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means that you must understand the business and the craft of writing. And to do that, you need to learn from the masters of our industry. I remember sitting in a class with Dave Farland, a well known instructor who passed away just over a year ago, at a conference once. And a light bulb just went on in my head. But he showed me a unique perspective, and that made all the difference. It was a turning point not only in that particular story, but in my career. To be successful as an author, you must be teachable and you need an education, even if it's one of your own making. Number 5, you need a community. Introvert? Join the club. Many writers are. But there's something special about being in a room with a whole bunch of people who do the same thing you do. When I lived in northern Idaho, I had a very small writing community. There were actually 2 of us in that area. But I took the plunge and I went to the PNWA Writers Conference in Seattle. When I walked in, it was an amazing experience. There were so many writers in the same room. It literally took my breath away. I went and found some people I'd met online. Those friendships turned into deeper connections. that lasted for years, and I am still in touch with some of those people. Get out there, find your tribe. They will help you through those dark moments. They'll educate you as you grow and able to teach them as well, and they will help you keep on track with your goals. Those are 5 things you need to be a successful writer. They aren't the only 5 things. It was hard to narrow them down to only 5, but if you start with those, you'll be off on the right foot. Hey, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel, hit that notifications bell so you don't ever miss an update. And if you want to get in touch with me, check out TroyLambertWrites.com. I'm always happy to help new writers move their way towards success. Thank you.